Hello everybody. This video is a major deviation from me and my usual content. So for people who watch my channel, you know that my usual content is high performance sports cars, which is why my channel is called Supercar Adventures. But this time of year, things are kind of slow. It's winter and my RS6, which is my daily driver, is sitting in the garage right now and driving really well. No complaints. It's actually a great year-round car. It has all-season tires, which I was really lucky to get. And I'm really having a good time driving this to work every day. And then the F8 Tributo, as you can see, is in sort of winter hibernation right now. And I probably will not be driving this car for quite a while just because it's been snowy, slushy, and just really cold for the last couple of weeks. And it's probably gonna stay that way for a long, long time. So what's this video about? Well, again, in a deviation from my usual content, I'm gonna review this thing. This is an Ego snowblower. So when we moved to this house, we discovered two things. One, that the driveway is really long. And two, the snowblower that I had, which is this Toro gasoline-powered snowblower, simply was not up to the task. So I had to make a decision. I quickly, after we had a really heavy snowstorm last weekend, realized that I was working really hard to plow the snow, and I immediately realized I needed a new snowblower. So I needed something that was 24-inch minimum and 2-stage minimum. And it came down to gasoline versus battery powered. Now, when it comes to my cars, as is pretty evident here with this V8 engine with hardly an electric motor in sight, I mean, probably a starter motor, and that's about it. And this other V8, which again, really probably just has a starter motor, and that's about it. I'm just not ready to go all electric. But when it came to getting a snowblower, I was a little bit more open to the idea. Was it because I care about the environment? You know, if I'm being honest here, no, not at all. The real reason is, my concern is that once in a while, I might have to plow the snow early in the morning because I don't have the option to work from home. In my line of work, I have to be at an office most days of the week. And if we get an overnight snowstorm, and I need to plow the snow, I wanted to have a snowblower that doesn't make a lot of noise. And so for that reason, I researched battery-powered snowblowers, and I finally decided that I was gonna go with Ego. Now some may ask, why don't you have a snowplow guy? I have a snowplow guy, and I already have an arrangement with him to come and plow my snow on the weekdays. However, I don't want to rely on him. He is the same guy who mows my lawn, and what I learned is that he sometimes skips my lawn. Because of those ice raids, understandably, he and his guys were scared, and I don't fault him at all for that. But he didn't show up to mow my lawn a few times, and I had to find somebody else. I don't want to be reliant on somebody 100%. I want to have my own system in place just in case. So 2 days ago, I took home this snowblower and I used it for the first time today. And I'm gonna give you a quick review of my experience. So this is a 24-inch self-propelled snowblower. It's 2-stage, and what 2-stage means is that it has the auger here, and then behind it, it has this little motor that shoots snow up this chute and fires it out into the air. It's really powerful, and then it has a couple of different settings, which you can control the movement of the wheels. You can go a little bit faster, or you can go in reverse. You also control the not the auger. This does not control the auger, but this controls that motor, that second motor that spits the snow up. And so you can increase it to a higher strength or lower, and the highest strength here is turbo. And so that's essentially the main functions here. This is the on button. This is for a hand warmer, which I did not use, and this is for a light. That's really important to have a light up front. And these lights are located right here. Finally, you have this joystick thing, which most people familiar with snowblowers know. This kind of controls the chute. So you can go up side to side, you can go up and down, and kind of control the direction the snow is going. So it's a pretty nice snowblower. Again, I've only used it one time today, but I'm gonna share my experience with it. Before we do that though, we need to take a look at my driveway. So this driveway is way larger than the one in my old house. And I already plowed the snow today. And if you see there's snow on the ground, that's my fault, because last time I plowed the snow, I left some snow on the ground. And so I just could not get down to the pavement this time. But because of the prior time I did it, I left snow on the ground. So this cleared this driveway. Keep in mind, there were about 6 inches of snow on the ground this morning. So I cleared 6 inches of snow just to get to this point. And, this is a long driveway. This is not like your average 2-car garage driveway, and it's nothing like our old house. So I took this all the way out, and as you can see, I don't know how many feet this is, but this is really long, all the way out there to the street where the mailbox is. Probably the total time I spent was about 40 to 45 minutes just plowing this driveway. And that's with 2 10-amp-hour batteries, which would normally have been in this space, but I took them out to charge. They were fully charged when I started, and by the time I finished, they were flashing red or pretty close to empty. So what's really neat is it comes with this charger right here, and it actually has 2 docks, so one for each battery, and it's actually charging right now. So you can see that they're blinking. So it's right now charging up to 3 bars out of a total of 5. So basically this snowblower with the 2 batteries that came with it had just enough juice to plow my driveway with almost no extra energy to spare. So it was barely enough. So what does that mean? Well, my concern with that is, we're fine for now, but batteries over time degrade, and I'm trying to maintain them well. And so if I do have any loss of my, battery capacity, I won't be able to plow my entire driveway, which makes me think that I might have to get a 3rd battery just as a backup. In addition to that, I'm still keeping this old boy, which I used this last weekend. So, you can never fail with gasoline. I have a full tank of extra gasoline there that I just refilled 2 weeks ago. So we have new gasoline in there, pretty much new gasoline in there. The only problem with the Toro is that I've done like no maintenance on it since I've owned it. Being that I've always had a snowplow guy, I've not used it a lot. I mean, over the course of like 6-7 years, I probably used it like 10 times. So that goes to show you just how much use it's had. But, I'll admit I've been kind of a slacker. I've never changed the oil. I've never tuned it up. I've never done anything with it. So I'm planning to hang on to that for a while and maybe get a tune-up sometime soon, just to have it there just in case. So again, this is my just in case situation. I've got a backup gasoline snowblower. I've got my new Ego. And then of course I've got my snowplow guy, just in hopes that this humongous driveway of mine gets clear and I can just make it to work. God, how nice it would be to work from home or to be retired right now. But those are my little winter adventures, because again, the supercars and storage, the RS6, it's doing great, but it's collecting salt and slush every day. And that's about it. So thank you for watching, and take care.